Hey guys, Matt with Wicked Wrench Motorsports. Figured we haven't posted a product video for a while, so we'll show you a few things we've been up to. This is a 2016 JKU with an LT1 8-speed. We've made some improvements. First off, we redesigned the motor mounts to set the motor much lower than it was before and scoot it over to the passenger side. It's hard to see, but there's zero modifications for your steering. When we started using the other drive system that we are, it's basically off of the newer model L87. It's a center water pump, which allowed us to drop the motor down a few more inches. And we've also been testing this power steering pump. It's got the reservoir on it. It's held up very nicely. 37s and down. If you're running an assist and everything, you should probably run a PSC with a remote reservoir, and we have a bracket for that as well. It would sit up there next to the brake booster there. You got the cooler. PSC quit making this cooler setup. They were having issues with people breaking the coolers because they'd manhandle them real hard. We started making the bracket. You can purchase the cooler separate, and as long as you use the correct size hose, you don't have to manhandle it on so much and break them. I'll show you our drive system. It's easier to see it here. Sits up all nice and close, clean. We're showing it here with the billet power steering pulley here. We also have it with the GM. You can see how tight everything fits in. It works great for everything we've tried it on. Hot rod swaps, Jeep swaps, everything. Just because of how compact it is, and it's very clear there for the steering box on everything pretty much. We also use the newer 21 AC compressor, because as you see, the mounts or the discharge and high and low pressure lines, they come straight out the front instead of at an angle. We also delete the tube, the burp tube. Haven't had any issues in that. Here it is sitting in a TJ or an LJ. Lots of room. Coming back over to our JK here. We've also made a few improvements on the wiring system and the CAN bus system. We have taken the start relay out of the TIPM and put it separately, and it's now 100% controlled by the GM computer, rather than going through and having to use the Jeep computer, the Jeep TIPM, and then come back and talk to the GM. We eliminated that. We also eliminated and put the fuel pump relay in the fuse box, and it is now powered by the GM computer instead of talking back and forth and having to go through a module. So now everything is independent. Another improvement that we've made is everyone uses the Camaro SS PWM fan. We now have the programming, and we use the second gen JK PWM fan. Comes stock on the second gen or the 3.6 liter. It is a PWM style. It plugs right into the Jeep harness. Very reliable. Now, instead of having to modify, if the fan goes out, and try to modify another SS fan, you just buy a JK fan with a 3.6, any auto parts store, and install it. Takes 15-20 minutes and you're done, rather than hours and hours of fabrication. Come visit us. wickedwrenchmotorsports.com. Also, of course, as always, feel free to give us a call. We'll talk to you later.